Hello, how you doing? Welcome to a brand new video and the 7th, 8th annual Captain Goodspeed New Year's message for 2023. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you've had a wonderful festive period. I know I certainly have. And we've got a lot to look back on in this video. A lot to talk about in terms of plans for next year as well. Some exciting things to talk about and just have a chat with you really for the next sort of 20 minutes, half an hour. Reviewing 2022 on YouTube and looking forward to 2023. Let me know down in the comments section something that you're proud of in 2022 and something that you're looking forward to in the next year, in the next 12 months or so. It's obviously a time of year where people tend to set themselves loads of goals and this, that and the other. And, you know, many years ago, I used to sit here with absolutely specific goals that I wanted to hit on YouTube, and I'm kind of over that now. You know, I kind of take everything as it comes, and I think we've seen a massive benefit of that this year. So first of all, a massive thank you for anybody that has been here for every single one of these channel update reviews, and especially hello to anybody who is new this year. There are a lot of new people around here, lots more regular viewers that tune into everything, which is absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for all of your support over the last 12 months. It really has been a blast for me on YouTube, and you know, there's some things that I've done this year that I never thought I'd do at the start of the year, and it has just been wonderful. So massive thank you for that, and hopefully we will be here this time next year and celebrating even more success going forward. So a massive thanks for that, and yeah, as I say, let me know down in the comments section your thoughts on 2022 and the year ahead. Obviously, it's been a very tough year for everyone, so I'm sure not many people are sad to see 2022 go, but fingers crossed for brighter and more prosperous days ahead in 2023. First things first, I want to actually tell you about the plans for the future. You know, this year I set myself a goal of recording and uploading a video every single day, not missing any days, not taking any days off, anything like that, and I have achieved that. I'm very proud of that fact. It's the first time in a few years that I've managed that, actually. So that's the first target for next year, is to keep going with that, keep this one video at least every day for as long as I can, and you know, I think we've really seen the benefits of that in terms of the consistency. The other big one is sort of channel branding in terms of the thumbnails. I was approached by a graphics designer called Sam, who said he was a big fan of my work on this channel. He'd been following it for quite a while, and wanted to put together some new thumbnails on the channel. And I said, well, show me what you've got, and he did, and you know, I've been blown away by how good he has been with that. So we're going to take that on board into 2023 and try and keep everything looking nice and professional, nice and clickable as well, so that it should pop out in your subscriptions box or on your YouTube homepage in the recommended, and hopefully we'll manage to grow the channel that way as well. You know, trying to phase away from things like Patreon and you know, maybe funnel it into just channel memberships or whatever. I've never really thought of good perks for that, really. So, you know, I haven't really been promoting it at all. Some people are still subscribed to my Patreon and still subscribe to the channel memberships, which I'm really appreciative of. But yeah, I'm going to try and phase away from that. You know, or at least think of something new. I really would like to try and get some channel merchandise going. You know, lots of people have asked about that in the past, and I know some people have picked up the old merchandise from many years ago. But yeah, that's the sort of thing I want to focus on for 2023. Maybe refining the sort of graphics of the channel and the professionalism of the channel. You're still going to have this wonderful live cut, if you like, live commentary, no edits, you know, just me talking into the camera, me talking over video games or whatever. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm looking at for 2023. Now, I'll talk more specifically about some personal targets that I want to hit later in the video, but that's some things that I want to get going. So let's get on with our first review, which is, of course, this channel, Captain Goodspeed. So here we are on the TubeBuddy Year in Review website. It's something I've used for many years, as I say, in terms of the reviewing the channel. It still has the old Captain Goodspeed retro name on there. It is called Captain Goodspeed Plays now. But yes, let's get ourselves into Captain Goodspeed and see how this year has gone. I've got a feeling it's probably going to be generally better than last year, but it might not necessarily be. And, well, here we go. We will turn the sound off because the sound is always a little bit strange. But, yeah, let's get ourselves into it then. We'll click to start. And, oh, here we go. So first, let's go back all the way to the 1st of January 2022. How we began the year. So 18.7 thousand subscribers, 6.69 million, 3,700 uploads. The third biggest upload of the year was the Journeyman Part 1. Second was episode 23 of F1 Manager 22. And of course, the big hit this year has been F1 Manager in general. So there you can see the subscribers gained has gone up, the views gained has gone up, and I have recorded less videos. So that's got to be a good thing. But there you go, how we're ending the year then. And what a year. We'll scroll up and we'll do it in a little bit more detail. But yes, always very nice to see all of that. So yes, as I said, we started the year with 18,700 subscribers, 6,700,000 views, and 3.7k uploads. So we've probably we will have hit 4,000 videos for this year. So anyway, top 3 uploads. At number 3, you've got the Journeyman Part 1 for Football Manager 2023. Let's see if we can zoom this in a bit. That looks a little bit better. So finding a job, 13,482 views. That's fantastic for Football Manager at this point of the year. We're still going daily with that series as well. So I think that series will continue to grow and hopefully bring on a whole load of new people as we join new clubs and all of that sort of thing. That is always something that can channel growth. Part 2, or number 2 this year, is the start of Season 2 in F1 Manager 22. I think we were still doing 2 videos a day at this point. It was a crazy time at the back end of August. It was just the best this channel has done for many a year. 19,318 views that Part 23 has. And of course, the big one is Part 1 of F1 Manager 22. 36,000 views and counting. That is still consistently the most viewed video every month that I have. And of course, we are coming to the end of Season 4 with that. We've got a very exciting championship sort of final 3 races coming up with Lewis Hamilton and Carlos Sainz going for that championship in Season 4. We're then going to be moving on to McLaren in Season 5. That's going to be really good. So we're going to see a nice fresh thumbnail and, starting up again. It's going to feel really nice. It's going to feel like starting a brand new series on it. And I'm really looking forward to that coming up. Performance versus last year. So last year we gained 2,200 subscribers. This year, 4,500 subscribers. So we've doubled the amount of subscribers that we've gained, which is just fantastic. Views in general, we got 1.1 million last year, 1.5 million this year, pretty much. And that's a big increase considering we've done 72 less videos, which you know me, I'm a crazy person in terms of the amount of videos I upload. But I did try and be a little bit smarter about it this year, not pushing myself too hard to make sure that I did keep this sort of every day. And most days you will get 2 videos. If you've been around here a long time, you will know that generally there's 2 videos on a channel every day, but you will get at least 1. and that's where we've possibly been a little bit smarter about that this year. I would expect that number to probably go down again next year. Probably round out about 460, 470. Some days with 2 videos, but generally you're going to see 1 video a day. I would imagine going forward. And that is how we're ending the year with 23,000 subscribers. Obviously, that's a massive increase. 8 million channel views now, and 4,200 videos, which is just absolutely awesome. And it's these numbers here that is ridiculous. 36,500 likes, nearly 4,000 comments, 1,000 shares there, and another 212,000 hours watched, which is just ridiculous. And then we have a silly little gif there at the end. While 2021 was tough, 2022 has proven that with perseverance and a supportive community, we can overcome any obstacles. So there you go. There's Tube Buddy. But yeah, what an awesome year, and definitely very, very happy with those numbers. And hopefully we can keep pushing on next year. So let's now drop down to my second channel, which I'm intrigued to see how that's performed, because I have done quite a bit of uploading on that channel this year, but I don't know if it's more than the previous year. We will find out as we review Captain Goodspeed Plays. So here we go then. It has actually got the correct name for it this time. Let's go into it and see how we got on this year. As I say, I think there's probably more videos on it this year than there was last year, but I might be wrong. So that's where we were at, the state of play. 392 subs, 17,500 views. Top 3 uploads. So part 1 of Lego Star Wars, part 1 of GTA is in there as well. And part 1, well, actually, no, the full game long play version of Everything or Nothing. Oh, you do surprise me. You do surprise me. 2021, I did a lot more on that channel than I did this year. Yeah, as I said, I haven't looked into any of this. We gained 56 subscribers. Oi, get off. Views gained, you can see that's not actually that far off, considering we did less videos overall, but that's definitely something I want to improve on this year. That channel is kind of neglected, and I think we could do well with it. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers, that would be awesome. To start monetizing that channel as well, that would be great. But yeah, really, really proud of this one, the Everything or Nothing full game playthrough. Really enjoyed that series. I like the thumbnail as well to this one. I think it's a nice one. GTA 5, I would love to go back and finish that series. That was a really enjoyable one. And Lego Star Wars, we did that pretty much daily. Obviously, we did the new Call of Duty as well, veteran walkthrough of that. So, I'm proud of some of the walkthroughs I've put together. I haven't really done anything, half-baked. But there's plenty of content going to be coming out on that channel this year. It's just a case of me working out how I'm going to do that. And hopefully we'll see a massive increase in these numbers going into the next year. I haven't really promoted it too much on this channel. But if you do want to go and check out that sort of stuff, then you can. Of course, you can see what sort of games I do. It's the non-sporting things. I am a massive gamer in general, and I do play a lot more than just Snooker 19 and F1 Manager and so on and so forth. But how we're ending the year, 448 subscribers. I nearly said 1,000, I wish. 24,500 views and 262 videos uploaded. If we can, try and get a video, one every 2 days, so 180 videos next year on that channel, that would be awesome. 510 likes, 55 comments, 7 shares, only 7 shares, and they were probably all me, 943 hours watched. But yeah, Captain Goodspeed Plays, I kind of get what I deserve with that. Haven't done much with that channel, and it kind of shows. But that is, a little glimpse into 2022, obviously. I think it has been quite a tough year for a lot of people. And certainly in my life, it has been tough as well, with work and at home. And, not necessarily having as much time as I wanted to delve into YouTube, but it is what it is. I'm really, really proud of what we have achieved around here, particularly with the F1 Manager content. Even Football Manager 23, I think generally, if you plotted all of the FM views I've had over the years, that's doing as well as it has ever done, and consistently doing well. 60 parts into it. Really, really proud of that, and hoping to grow that even more into next year, and taking this sort of different style of video. You know me, I like to take my time with things. I like to be in depth with it, and certainly that's one of the big things I've learned from F1 Manager is don't be afraid of that. We were having sometimes 2-hour videos near the start of F1 Manager at 22, and that was in such a stark contrast to your big YouTubers who were doing 25-30 minute videos. And for me, I just don't see how you can do anything less than what I was doing. Taking me time, going through the menus, taking people on a journey, and I think that's been the key for me this year. That's what I've tried to bring into the FM stuff as well. And just in general, I think that's where I see the content on the channel going. Much more in depth, much more of a journey rather than just rushing to get videos out. That's just not the way to do it. You might see from time to time with FM, because sometimes you just have two matches. You don't have anything else to talk about. You just have that. But sometimes, in the transfer specials, or, when we moved clubs, for instance, having that in-depth look at a club and that first day at a club, that's when you'll spend most of your time in that play session. And that's kind of my personal goal for 2023, is to keep that going, keep that in-depth look going. I like doing that with the Let's Play stuff as well over on CaptainGoodspeed plays. We take our time through the missions. Every mission has its own video so that you can experience that world, that journey in its own sort of experience. The only exception to that was Everything or Nothing, because some of the missions in that are like 3 minutes long, and that would just become annoying, I think, having to click between videos. So that's where we're at with it. Obviously, I've said I want to keep going with a video a day, every day. Obviously, the first big target of 2023 is 25,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely awesome. And to be honest with you, we had 1.5 million views this year. If we can grow that to 2 million, then we can hit 10 million lifetime views on the channel in 23, which would be absolutely ridiculous if we could manage that. So I guess those are small goals that I'm sort of setting myself, pushing the boundaries of the types of content I make, in terms of bringing more of the retro stuff back in. I think that was really successful a couple of years ago when we did have a bit of a lean spell in terms of new releases. And of course, I think this time from January to May, it's always very lean for sports games, at least. So we'll keep going with the FM, keep going with the F1 Manager, maybe try and splice in some of the retro playthroughs as well to fit them in, because I've been playing on my actual PS2 a little bit more recently, and just absolutely love it. It's brilliant, and I think that there is a lot to be delved into. You can see my collection of PS2 games in particular. That is a massive part of me. You can see a toolbox there. I haven't got rid of that, have I? But PS1 we have a big collection of. That's generally just me collectibles. And then over on this side you can see the more modern days things. You've got the PS4 collection, you've got the PS5 stuff, there is PS3, PSP lower down that way, and then some Bond things up there. But I want to get into that collection a little bit more, bring back the retro show, because that was such an awesome show every week on a Sunday. Something a little bit different, 20 minutes just playing an old game, and I would like to bring that back. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at for going into 2023 with the channel. If there's anything you'd like to see, do let me know in the comment section below. I've talked about it a lot before, but the likes of Snooker 19, you know, have seen their day really on my channel. And I think I said in my most recent Snooker 19 video, it's going to be an as and when series. If I fancy having a bash around on it, then that's what I'll do, because the most recent patch has absolutely ruined it for me. I don't know what they've done to the game, but I just can't seem to get into it anymore. So that's a real shame. But yeah, if there are things you'd like to see, maybe some retro sports games that you know of, do pop them into the comments section. It might jog me memory of these games to play. As you can see, I've got a lot of them, and I'd like to sort of share that with everybody, those experiences, and hopefully, you know, get something going within yourselves as well. A little bit of nostalgia, I don't think hurt anybody, you know, especially at the moment where that, you know, there isn't a lot of things to be really, really happy about. So hopefully that might bring out some happy memories in you, and you know, maybe persuade you to go down your local CEX and get an old PS2 and fire it up, and or look in the attic and all of that good stuff, if you're lucky enough to have an attic, that is. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. That's where we are at. I always do it at the end of these New Year's messages, but I just want to say a massive thank you for 2022 and for the last 7 years, really. You know, September the 12th, 2015, that's when I sat down and recorded the Middlesbrough Marathon Part 1 on Football Manager 2015. And, well, little did I know when I was sat at home in the northeast doing that video that I'd be here, you know, 7 years later, still doing it, and still absolutely loving it, and probably loving it more than I did back then. It really is just unbelievable, the sort of pleasure you get out of making these videos. So thank you very much for that. As I say, let me know down in the comments, what are your personal reflections on 2022, what you're looking forward to in the next 12 months, and yeah, let me know what you want to see on the channel going forward. A big thank you to everybody, and I hope you have a nice, happy and safe New Year's Eve if you are celebrating, if you're watching it before you're going out tonight. And of course, I wish you all the best for the next 12 months, and I'll see you tomorrow with the start of 2023. So let's get going. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.